what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Kendra. I post 3 videos a week, not 6, 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And you should subscribe if you want to see them. Today we are doing a little bit of a different video. If you guys have watched a few of my videos, you know I always, literally every single time I do a makeup, use my Cover FX Loose Translucent Setting Powder. But today we are comparing the Cover FX Loose Translucent Setting Powder with the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. Before we get into things, I just want to let you guys know, if you haven't already, you can follow me on my social medias, which are at KendraCus, KendraCus. It is Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, all the above. I post all the time and I'd love to have you join the fam. We can be friends on those platforms as well. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right on into the video. So I have foundation down. I have my under eyes concealer and everything, you know, all that jazz is already done. I just need to set my face. But before we do, I'll give you guys a little bit of information on the 2 powders I have here. This is $35. This is the Cover FX Loose Perfect Setting Powder. It is the Loose Translucent Powder. It is Translucent Light. They have 2 shades, Translucent Light, Translucent Deep, I think, which I think is really awesome. It just, you know, it's gonna go across the board for everybody. The Too Faced powder is $32 and you get 17 grams. So you're getting a lot more product for $3 less, which most Cover FX products are a few bucks more than Too Faced, so it is a little bit higher of a price point, but I think they're pretty dang similar, that they're pretty comparable if you ask me. Both are translucent. Cover FX is formulated without talc. However, Too Faced does have a little bit of talc, but it is quite far down on the ingredient list, so that means it's definitely not one of the highest does that make sense? Highest. There's not a bunch of it in here, if I can get that point across any better. I couldn't. The Too Faced one has hyaluronic acid, which I've never heard of in a powder, which is very hydrating. If you didn't know, hyaluronic acid is in most like hydrating serums or lotions. It's in most lotions or in a lot of primers. And it also has coconut water formulated within the powder, which is also incredibly hydrating. You guys know I have very dry skin, so that is something I would love. I think I would love, but we'll have to see here. The Cover FX is tried and true. I've used this for, I want to say 6 months or 7 months, and I probably will, because I don't use this to set my entire face, I probably will get a few more months out of this, even though we are wearing to the bottom here, and I have a little travel size that I take with me when I travel. They're obviously not identical powders and they're not meant to be identical powders, but the reason I'm comparing them is because I have not used this one yet before. So what is the first impressions on the Too Faced and a review on the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder? I used to use the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder, the world's most popular setting powder, and I had to stop using that because it was just so drying on my face. It made my under eyes look so cracky and I just couldn't do it. I found the Cover FX powder because so many people were talking about it. Manny MUA, Laura Lee, Kathleen Light, Jay Kissa, everyone I knew was talking about this on YouTube, and it was good for dry skin because it didn't dry you out. This is clearly made to not dry you out with the hyaluronic acid and the coconut water, and it's also got like rose something. Let me find the technical term on the rose thing. Alpine Rose helps brighten and boost your skin's radiance. That's interesting. Very interesting. The hyaluronic acid helps smooth, give you more of a youthful appearance, and the coconut water helps replenish your skin's moisture levels, which I think is so freaking cool. Let's get a little bit more details on the Cover FX. I'm just on the Sephora app, which I'm on way too much, might I add. The Too Faced is formulated without sulfates and parabens and that kind of stuff. This, I think, might have sulfates because it just says it's formulated without parabens. It doesn't say it's formulated without sulfates, so that's interesting. This says it's supposed to be light diffusing without taking away, basically without taking away your natural glow, but it is supposed to set your makeup for all day wear, and it's supposed to give you an airbrush finish. So is this. They're very similar in what they're supposed to do. They just have a few different ingredients. My concealer has been on so long that I'm worried the creases are permanent. So let's go ahead and stop rambling and let's just set the face. Okay, I zoomed you guys in real close. Today I'm wearing the Fenty Beauty Foundation, which does dry down, so I don't really need to superly? I don't really need to set my full face, But I do need to set certain areas, especially wherever I put concealer, and just a little bit on my cheeks, I think, and a little bit on my forehead, just certain areas. So for my right side of my face, I'm gonna take my Too Faced, and for my left side of my face, I'm taking my Cover FX powder. Oh, another thing to mention, they both actually come with flaps. To me, I hate the flaps, so I rip them off, but I can see how they can be very convenient for other people. But they have flaps so that when you are closing your package, it completely flaps down so powder doesn't get all up in here, you know? I can see how it's convenient for some people, but it just isn't for me, so I rip them off. Okay, I'm taking my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal setting powder. I am setting half of my nose with it because I set my nose with loose powder every day. Just need to put a little bit on my cheeks, not a ton, and then a little bit where I put concealer on my forehead. Okay, that looks super smooth, super blurred, really nice. Let's go to the Cover FX side. Okay guys, I'm up close and personal. So what I will start off the bat by saying is the Cover FX does do a good job of blurring, but look, like you cannot see pores really on this side of my face compared to this side. I don't know if you guys can tell very well on the camera, but it's super blurred here, and it is blurred here, but just not nearly as much. Like I can really see my pores, and this side of my face is pretty blended out. I mean, smoothed out. What I also will say is, I don't know if you guys can tell in the camera, but I feel like the Too Faced side keeps a little bit more of my natural glow, like it doesn't really mattify, whereas the Cover FX side just does a little bit more mattifying. With all that being said, they are super similar. Another thing I want to add is when I go like this side of my face feels much more dry than this side, and I just think that has to do with the hyaluronic acid and the coconut water in the Too Faced Ethereal setting powder. In any case, putting a powder on your face is going to dry things out a little bit, but this does feel a lot less dry than the Cover FX side. Now the Cover FX side, I don't think it's a very drying powder compared to the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal setting powder. I think it is slightly more drying, which is really interesting because I didn't think a powder could get less drying than the Cover FX powder. So if the Too Faced Born This Way powder is really less drying, I mean it is because I can feel it. I don't know why I'm like guessing. That is so awesome for dry skin girls out there, and normal to dry, and normal, because nobody wants to feel dry, especially going into the fall and winter months. Okay, you guys, I am going to do the rest of my makeup off camera because I am actually filming a different video. I will let you know how different products apply on top of this powder, although I think they're gonna apply just fine. And then I will do a check-in at the end of the day, letting you guys know how I feel like each side did throughout the few hours. It is, let's see, what time is it right now? It is 3 o'clock right now, 3 p.m. And so I'll probably do a check-in around 7 or 8. And I will let you guys know how I think they lasted. I'm really excited because I love both powders already, but this shall be interesting. I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, you guys, the products applied very smoothly to each side. I knew they would to the Cover FX side, but they also applied very smoothly, very easily to the Too Faced side over here. I'm gonna take a quick flash photo with my phone, and let's see if either of these have flashback. I'll be right back. Okay, so I really don't see a ton of flashback at all. It might look slightly brighter on the Too Faced side, but like I would not consider that flashback at all. Like you wouldn't really know at all. Okay, so I'm gonna go on about my day. I will check in with you guys, let you know how I think the powders are holding up. If I have to guess, I think they're both gonna hold up pretty well, but we will see if they actually do. And I'll see you guys then. Up close and personal. Okay guys, I am back. What did I talk to you guys at 3 p.m. or something like that? And it is 8:15. So the makeup has been on for about 5 hours. Sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder a lot. I just pulled out my mirror, so I shouldn't. I think shininess is about the same. Actually, I think maybe a little bit less so on the Too Faced side. The Too Faced side is this side, Cover FX is this side. I think that my under eyes look a little better on the Too Faced side. What do you guys think? I think I might have found a new favorite powder, but that being said, The Cover FX powder is still incredible. Oh my gosh, my hair. Cover FX powder is still incredible. I still love it so much, but I think I really like the Too Faced powder, which is so awesome. Like, I think they both did a really amazing job of setting my face. But I love the Too Faced one, which is awesome because it is a little bit cheaper for a lot more product. Okay, you guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, definitely make sure to give me a thumbs up down below. And hi, Murph. What? And don't forget to check out my social medias, which will be on the screen and are also listed down in the description box. And if you didn't know, I have a giveaway going on right now. Huh, Murph? Anyways, give it a look. That link for that video will also be down in my description box. But I will see you guys in my next video. I love you so much. Have a great morning, noon, evening, day, night. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.